on top of you, parading through the city, the whole.
Hello, everybody. I'm your host, the coach. Well, you may have had a great draft, but that doesn't guarantee a victory. It's time to settle this mud draft game on the field.
They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. From the 6. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. It's caught. Tolbert. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mixon will try the right side. He will push his way down to about the 14. Damian Wilson in on the stop. 2nd down and 8. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Rodgers gonna go on 4th down. Touchdown! Jalen Tolbert, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did, and, you know, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching, but it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So now the Bills getting ready for their first drive on offense. And they're led out by their quarterback from Newport Beach State in California, played at USC. It's Matt Barkley. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Barkley. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Barkley. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Barkley looking to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. It's one of the better coaches in the league. Always.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Barkley. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Barkley. Forced out to his left. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Barkley to throw. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Now, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
To try again after the sack. Barkley. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Myers' kick is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. There's Jalen Tolbert as this Dallas offense returns to the field.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, you're a former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off. So you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. It goes as a pickup of 23, and it'll be first down Cowboys.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they can do. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters. Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Barkley. And this is caught by Evans. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Rodgers going to throw. Fires a slant, complete to Tolbert. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They run for it with Mixon. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Prior to that, they were 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this ballgame. Now 3 for 3.
And you've got to figure their luck's got to run out at some point, doesn't it? I will just tell you from a defense's point of view, someone has to step forward on 4th down and make a play himself because they're just letting it happen to him right now.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Touchdown, Cowboys! George Kittle, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Rodgers will throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Getting it out wide here to Bernard.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Barkley. And he'll just get rid of it.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He finds his target. It's Evans. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Barkley throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll run for it with Henry. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Rodgers throwing here.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Rodgers to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Barkley. Looking sideline, incomplete.
That's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here's Barkley. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it, and it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Rodgers. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus